If you've got kids close in age or even just sharing the same household, there's a good chance you're dealing with arguing and bickering. I'm sure some days feel like Fight Club. And yes, some of this is a normal stage of development, but knowing it's normal doesn't make it any less exhausting. It drives you crazy. It still wears you down, and it makes every day feel harder than it should. In this video, I'll show you 7 big things that will really help if siblings are always fighting. And towards the end, I'll talk about what to do if one of your child's behaviours more extreme, more aggressive, or unsafe. Number 1, stop trying to eliminate all sibling conflict. Here's a mindset shift that'll help immediately. Your goal is not to stop all sibling conflict. Some arguing is how kids learn: boundaries, negotiation, resilience, and social problem solving. When parents try to shut down every disagreement, 2 things will happen. Either they'll escalate further, or they'll never learn how to deal with conflict without you. The goal shouldn't be complete silence, even though it would be lovely. It's manageable conflict so that they can talk through their feelings and get to a resolution. Number 2, decide which fights need you and which don't. I'm sure some days you feel like a referee. Not every argument between siblings needs adult intervention. You need to ask yourself, is anyone unsafe? Is this argument just going around in circles, or are they working it out? If no one's at risk, you can say, I am busy doing this. You need to work this out. I'm going to be over here. This teaches kids they can try first. You're not the referee. Number 3, don't play judge and jury. One of the biggest traps that parents can fall into is trying to work out who started it or who's at fault. When siblings feel like they need to prove to you that the other person's to blame, it continues the argument and actually pits them against each other, further impacting their relationship. You can also damage your relationship with them if you're picking one side. Instead of trying to work out who's to blame, try, I'm not here to work out who's to blame. I'm here to stop the fight. This lowers defensiveness instantly and stop kids from digging in further. 4, teach exit skills. Most sibling fights keep going because kids don't know how to exit the situation. Teach them simple skills like walking away, asking for space, changing rooms, or getting an adult early. You can practice this outside of conflict during times where they're getting along and they're calm. Make some plans with them. What could you do next time when things start to heat up or you start arguing? Teaching skills beats consequences every time. 5, reduce predictable triggers. Sibling fights aren't random. They spike when kids are tired, hungry, bored, or competing for your attention. If fights happen every afternoon or evening, that's not a behaviour problem, that's a family structural problem. Small changes to routines will prevent more fights than lectures ever will. 6, when one child's behaviour is taking over the whole family. When one child's melting down often, becoming aggressive or unsafe, it can feel like all your attention is in one place. And parents carry a lot of guilt around this. Guilt that one of the kids is missing out. Guilt that someone's always getting hurt. So let's talk about what actually helps when safety is the issue and fairness is no longer the goal, protection is. In these moments, it's often much easier and kinder to move the child that's coping rather than the one that's out of control. Many families have a simple signal, a word, a phrase, or a gesture. Something like, how about you go do something quiet for a bit? That quiet, safe activity might be playing in their bedroom, using headphones and doing a preferred activity, playing Lego, drawing, or another calming option. Something that's fun and doesn't feel like a punishment because they haven't done anything wrong. And finally, teach restorative skills when things calm down. Repair doesn't mean forced apologies. It means helping kids practice apologizing to each other sincerely, helping fix what's broken, and reconnecting after things go wrong. Now, about that attention imbalance. When one child needs a lot of your support, the other children get less of you. Not because you don't care, it's because you're surviving. Don't worry about making things equal. The most important thing is making connection predictable. Focus on the other children for 5 minutes at bedtime, going for a short walk together, or a quiet check-in that says, "You matter too." And hear this clearly: siblings should never have to tolerate unsafe behaviour. Empathy doesn't mean that we're a punching bag. We also don't talk about one child being the black sheep or the problem child. We do identify the behaviour when it's not okay. We focus on the behaviour, not the person being the problem. 7. How families stay connected even after hard moments. One of the most important things families can do, especially when behaviour is hard, is to protect their sense of us. Strong families don't avoid conflict. They have a way of coming back together. One of the ways that you can work on this is have a family motto, a short phrase that you say often when things get tough. Things like, "We're family, we stick together. In this family, we fix things when they go wrong. No one gets left behind." It's not about saying it once, it's about reinforcing it when things fall apart. Empathy is built in the same way, not in the heat of the moment, but it's built when everyone's calm. Have conversations with the other children and say, "That was really difficult for everyone. What do you think they needed in that moment?" Not to assign blame, but to build understanding. If you can't safely move a child who's aggressive and melting down, don't force it. Your role is containment, not teaching. This means using fewer words, use a calm, steady presence, remove all the siblings from the space, and let the moment pass without adding more fuel to the fire. That's how children learn that mistakes don't break relationships. They lead back to connections. There's no grudges. Families stay strong not because nothing goes wrong, it's because they know how to come back together. Sibling fighting is part of growing up, but constant chaos doesn't have to be part of family life. With the right skills, structure, and support, most families can dramatically reduce conflict. If this helped, please subscribe to the channel. There's a lot more free content still to come. And if your family's dealing with really complex behaviours, there is more support available. Check out our Facebook page or the links in the description. You don't have to walk this path alone.